Marcus, obviously what Jacob was thrown into was less than ideal on Sunday, but when like you have gone to him and said, all right, what are your favorite plays if he were to be thrown into a game? How similar is that to Carson? Like how different would it be if all of a sudden you've got a game plan for Jacob?
It's very similar because, we're having a menu, especially, he did get thrown into a tough situation, game on the line and in the fourth quarter, go win a 2-minute drive. So, we understand that. That was tough, but we have a menu of plays that, that's going to fit against what they're going to play in those, in that scenario. And then we just go down the list. Okay, which ones do you feel comfortable with? And for the most part, it's usually some of our staple plays. And so you just kind of pick and choose from there.
Zach Kiefer.
Hey, Marcus. It's one thing when you're playing a backup at one of the tackle spots on the line. It's another when you've got, Kelly and Nelson and Glow in the middle, guys who have been here. How would you evaluate the interior of your line 2 games in?
They've done some good things and there's been done some bad things. I know if you talk to them, they feel like they're not up to their standard of where they would like to be at right now. But they're very prideful men, and they're working hard at it. And I know we're going to get the best of them very shortly. So I'm looking forward to that.
George Bremer.
As you look at the red zone situation moving forward, is everything on the table or is it more like little tweaks as far as the changes that might be made?
Everything's on the table. We're always looking to study the red zone, and it changes week to week just by the team that we're playing. And, teams do different things in the red zone. We know that we've got to be better as an offense, as coaches and players, that we gotta capitalize on those opportunities. Especially first and goal at the one. That's unacceptable for us not to put the ball in the end zone. So we'll take pride in it, and we are going to get back to work and be able to punch it in.
Joel Erickson.
Marcus, if you're a quarterback who uses a lot of mobility and then you get injured and maybe you can't move around as much, how difficult is that to adjust style of play / game plan, that kind of thing?
A little bit. You're looking, as a play caller, Frank, and then we're discuss. Okay, we got across these plays, maybe off the call sheet here, but Carson's a good enough pocket passer as well that he can get it done from the pocket as well. So it does change, and you just try to make sure that he's in a good position to succeed.
When you were playing, do you ever have to play through a sprained ankle?
I have before in my past, yeah, in college. Yep. Yeah, you just sit in the pocket, try to get the ball out as quickly as possible. If it's not there, throw it away and move on to the next play.
JJ.
Hey, Marcus, Coach Reich was saying yesterday that Jacob has done a better job identifying coverages and kind of, getting that part of his game down. Just realistically during the week when he's practicing with the scout team, how much of that is he doing running the scout team offense, and how is that kind of played out?
He's taking a lot of the reps of the scout team. That's where he's able to take some physical reps because Carson's taking mainly, all the reps in practice, running our offense, preparing for the week. And so Jacob takes, some of those, Brett takes some of those. But then they're back there, obviously, during the walkthroughs that we have, just seeing how the coverages that the team that we're playing against, how do those unfold. And so he has to visualize those.
Kevin Bowen.
Marcus, you sometimes hear the phrase in the red zone, like think players, not plays. Is that something that you kind of fall in line with?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. That's what we want to do. We want to put the ball in the hands of our playmakers. We want to put it on our O-line, guys that we trust and believe in, and that's what we want to do.
Go 2 more here. Olivia Ray.
Coach, I know Frank was still waiting to meet with medical team and everything on Friday with Paris, but we were wondering if there is any update on the severity of his injury and what kept him out on Sunday.
Yeah, I haven't got the update yet. I know he just wasn't ready to go come Sunday. We found out at the stadium that he wasn't going to be able to go. And then hopefully, I think he's getting close to being able to play this week, but I'll find out more shortly.
And last one, Joel Erickson.
With Michael Pittman, the game he had on Sunday, we saw him do a lot of the short stuff last year and the crossing route stuff, but that fade route and then the deep ball, is that kind of the stuff that maybe you saw a little bit more of in training camp and could really take his game to the next level this year?
Definitely. I mean, we knew that he's ready to take his game to another level. He had a great training camp, and it's just a matter of time to being able to show that in the game situation. And he's a very talented receiver, very competitive. Love that about him. And we know we got to find ways to get him the ball, in all facets, short, medium, long, everywhere.
How big was it that he had that game when Ty and Paris were both out? And you assume the Rams go into it saying it's 11 and 14, and then we'll figure out the rest.
I agree. Probably that's probably what they went into. Zach's been playing well, and then Pitt's been playing well, and we're gonna just, no matter that the defense is zoning in on them, we still gotta make it work.